We started. Nice one. We probably like a year and a half ago, a couple of years ago, we started writing. You know, I mean, we'd been doing other bits together in that time, and then when we wrote the first song, Aviation, we kind of felt this is a puppety tune. You know.
Was there always a plan for a second album?
I think when asked about it, we'd always, you know, think that somewhere in the future we would ride again. That's what we'd always say anyway, but I don't know if we expected it to actually happen.
Yeah.
And now here we are. Yeah. There wasn't much of a plan to any of it.
Yeah. But I like that. I like the idea that it's not a planned thing, because I guess that's what keeps it being more fun and a bit more off kind of the normal.
And that was how it all started, really, with the first one.
Okay, well, this album was recorded in Malibu. So does that mean there's more of a kind of California soul feel?
It's a very surfy sound, isn't it, Miles?
The surf came over. Have you listened to the record?
I've only heard Bad Habits.
Ah, okay. Yeah, well, that's probably the most aggressive song on there.
The hardest edges on that one, wasn't it, Miles?
Yeah, no sandpaper on that.
I really like it. It's really feels very raw, very garage rock, kind of, and quite different to the first album.
Yeah.
I feel like during the verses, I'm playing that game where you stick a post-it on your forehead and people shout out clues as to what it is, and Miles is shouting the clues to the post-it on my head.
That is exactly it. Yeah.
Right, and that's how your writing technique. In fact, actually, because you lead Bad Habits, Miles? Is that a song that you brought to it, or do you sit down from scratch together and start writing?
That one was together, and I think on these tunes it was like it was quite sort of clear that when we were writing them or working them out, whatever, that who would sort of do what, you know what I mean? And then it was like I sort of took the
sick puppy line.
Yeah, on that.
Only one of us can properly deliver that.
Yeah,
it's a good line.
You know, and then there's moments when he croons and I sit back, you know, and it's.
I get the thesaurus out.
Yeah, it's
You only need a couple of syllables to get it done, don't you?
Yeah,
that's the difference. Hemingway over there.
But what was the vibe recording at Shangri-La? Because it must be quite different. Because the last album I think you recorded in France, right? So it's a whole different setup, right?
Well, it's different scenery, but it was like.
The people are the same.
Like, we haven't changed a bit, you know. We're still who we were 8 years ago, right? Or what?
Yeah, I can tell.
But I was just on a beach.
No, but actually,
I was on a beach with my guitar instead.
Instead of in the French countryside. No, but you did bring back James Ford, and you brought back Owen as well. So you did. I guess it maybe felt like a reunion.
Yeah,
resurrection.
Yeah, it was cool, you know. And we got our friend Zach as well, who plays bass, and it was fun. You know, it was great. Yeah.
Bad habits. You two have known each other a long time. What are each other's bad habits?
I was very bad with the recycling.
Oh, I am very bad with recycling. He'll often say, "What are you doing?" He will take out.
It's glass.
I put it in the wrong bin. I put it in the wrong bin. He will pull it out and rinse it under the sink and look at me with a vicious stare. Don't you?
I do, yeah.
You do that, don't you? I'm terrible.
Miles, you've left the lentils in it and you put it in the wrong bin.
Yes.
What about Alex's bad habits?
I'm not quick enough right now.
Oh. Yeah. You need that coffee.
Sorry, I was still thinking about the rinse. Yeah. So.
Mixing up your tin and your glass.
Aye.
Okay, well, let's talk about the rest of the album.
If you know what I'm saying.
I am the chin and he is the glass. Sorry, God.
I feel like with the first album, you can very much see the influences. They're quite, you're wearing them on your sleeves, as it were, with the AGL understatement. With this album, Everything You've Come to Expect, are you as blatant, or do you feel like you've kind of absorbed more of your influences and then kind of presenting them back in a different way?
That's brilliant, Sunta. That's exactly it.
Yeah. No, it was that, there wasn't a Pacific thing. It was just a like.
Well, it was
what you just
actually a
said.
very Pacific thing being in Malibu. The
the vibe
specific
there.
thing.
Pacific. There was a Pacific there. Yes.
There was. What tracks are your favourites on it? What are you excited for people to hear?
My favourite track on the album.
I
Never played with Elvis. John might have played with Elvis. My favourite track on the album is a song called "Used to Be My Girl." Yeah. Smoking.
Why do you like that one so much, Miles? Is it because of the...
It's the tempo and the riff.
Okay.
Because I really
Would you like to
enjoy...
elaborate on that?
I really...
How would you describe that riff?
The riff is it's like a howling wolf kind of diminished riff that came about once, just sat on the couch, and the wolf was in me at that morning, and he came down and said, "What's that riff?" I just think it's a really cool tune. It's really good. I'm really enjoying that one.
Good.
Yeah.
Alex,
what's yours?
I think I'd have to say the title track, Everything You've Come to
Expect.
I think that's the most far out we got,
Yeah.
Santa. That's the furthest down the wing we went.
Down the wing. Is that a football reference?
No. I was thinking of... I was imagining being on... I was imagining for a second I was the man who's tied on top of the crunchy plane.
The crunchy plane.
You look great on that.
Are you looking forward to playing these new tracks live? You've already got lots of festival appearances lined up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much.
Very much so. Like, it's been a while since I've hit that stage.
You're a natural performer, aren't
Oh,
you,
will you
Miles?
stop it, Alex? Will you
Just-
behave
Just
yourself?
put him up there, Santa, and...
Yeah. I can't wait to get on there Sunday,
Are you doing your own headline tour as well? Will you be touring this album?
Oh.
Yes,
Yeah,
probably.
probably,
yeah.
We can't disclose to what extent, but
Yeah.
yeah,
We're going to give it a
probably,
go.
yeah.
Excellent. And I read that you'd already written a third record. Is
Yes,
that true?
well, a trilogy of trilogies is what we'd hoped it would be.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't want to release the second one before having the third, but we don't have the other two trilogies yet. No.
Okay. And do you already have plans to go back into the studio?
No.
No.
We get as far away from one another as possible.
Yeah, this is all false.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine after touring some of the festivals in Europe over the next few months, maybe you will get a bit sick of each other.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, if we already have.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
No, it's going to be a pleasure to share the stage with this big guy.
Wicked. Okay, well, I think that's everything. I'm really looking forward to hearing the album.
Well, thank you, Sunta.
It's lovely to have you back.
Thank you for having us,
Cheers,
Santa.
Santa.
Appreciate it.
We'll
Take
see
care.
you soon.
See you soon.